Let's talk about crafting. In order to get started, head over here to the shopping district, skip over this, and head straight to Old Town. And what you're going to want to do is take a left down this hill and talk to Eudora Tangletree. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Just a side note, this video is going to be made for beginner crafters. This is the starting mission and explaining why you would want to get into crafting and why you need it. This is also good for people that have played late game and never actually got into crafting. There's some good reasons why you would want to get into it, and one of the main reasons is just getting these unique items that nobody else has, like these crafting houses that you can actually craft yourself. So just something to think about. Now, I kind of held off on this one until I became level 12. I wasn't quite ready to make this video, but I don't believe there's an actual level lock on crafting. Just basically you need to be able to get over here to Old Town and be able to talk to her. So let's begin the quest. So our first lesson is actually learning about reagents. And if you haven't watched my video already, I made a whole video for a beginner guide to reagents. So I would go check that out. So we need to get mistwood, and honestly the best place to get mistwood is going to be Unicorn Way. So what I'm going to do is, honestly I'm going to grab this real quick. We'll do that later. Always grab reagents as you need it. And mark this location, and we're gonna head to the commons and head over to Unicorn Way. And here we go, we got some mistwood. So all we're gonna do is press X or left click it to collect it, and there we go. Now by pressing J on your keyboard, it's gonna pull up this page right here, which is recipes, but you can click straight to reagents. So just a little quick tab. Now I already have a bunch of mistwood. I have 95 actually. I've been collecting them as I've been playing, just walking around here. They're quite easy to collect here in Unicorn Way, along with cactails, mushrooms, and flax. I don't know why I walked all the way over here without a mount on. I mean, I was gonna cut all that out anyway, so whatever. So even though I already had the mistwood in my inventory, the request actually required me to go pick it up again, so that's why I went and did that. But from now on, I already have the ingredients and I kind of showed you where they're at. If there's something new, I'll teach you about it. But now we can go back and turn in our quest, which we're going to actually get a housing item, which is the basic crafting station. We're going to learn about this time slot, and we're going to get some experience for our wizard. All right, so now we just received the item. It'll pop up here on the side that we got it, and they placed it in our backpack. Now, if you press U on your keyboard, that'll bring up the housing items. And if you head over to all items, it'll show everything that you have for your house. But if you head over to furniture, it'll show the basic crafting station. Now she's offering us another quest. Now, I forgot to mention this, but crafting is not needed for the main storyline. This is a side quest. So she's going to give you these quests and give you the option to either accept or decline. Now, in order to complete other quests like this for crafting, you're going to need to finish this one first. This is the starting of multiple quests that you're going to be getting throughout the spiral. Each world has their own vendor, I guess, for crafting quests. So just keep an eye out and remember that. Okay, so our next quest is to craft 2 Danger of Absolution themes. So she's gonna give us some actual like gold to 164, so not bad, but especially for early game. So if you go ahead and re-talk to her and head over to the recipe shop, you can see right here the Dagger of Absolution. She doesn't have that many recipes here. This is all the equipment sell, but if you want to just go to specific themes, then you can go here, and these are all the themes she sells. And so she wants us to craft 2 of these Dangers of Absolution, and in order for us to craft them, we need the recipe, and she sells it. So honestly, this is extortion. So we can go ahead and buy this. It's going to cost us 64, which is not too bad, because after this, we can craft this as many times as we want, as long as we have these ingredients here. Now if we press J on our keyboard, this will bring up our recipe page again. Over here it's showing that we have a cooldown of 30 seconds. After we make this, our crafting slot is going to be used up for at least 30 seconds. Alright, which is not too bad. There are some crafting recipes that could take hours to days to re-unlock, which if you run to that problem, you can come over here to the crown shop and buy a crafting elixir. Honestly, I wouldn't do it. I believe there's free ways to do this. You can get it probably from the loyalty store if it's in there. But it is going to cost you 250 crowns to do this. I would make sure to use up all of your crafting times first and then buy them all back real fast. Now, if you press C on your keyboard, or, you know, just go over here to this page, you can see this time slot's right here. And as of right now, since we have a pet, we've unlocked the hatching timer for the pets. And now, because we started crafting, we've unlocked one crafting slot, which means we can only craft one item at a time, and we'll have to wait for that 30 seconds if we want to craft another. But as we continue doing all these crafting quests, you'll be able to unlock more of these slots. Now back to the recipe page. As you can see here, it's showing how many reagents we have. We can go straight to our reagents page as well to see it like in more detail, all the other ones we have. But it's showing we're missing sapphire and black coal. Now, like everything you can buy in the spiral, most of this can be found in the bazaar. But if we head over here to Elmer, the reagent vendor, he should have what we need. Now, this recipe requires us to have 2 sapphires and 4 black coal. And we need to make 2 of these. So we're going to need 8 black coal and 4 sapphires. So we can buy this individually or we can buy in bulk. I'm going to head over here and buy 4 of these. And 8 of these. Now we have everything we need to actually craft this. But as you can see, there's no option for us to actually craft this in our inventory. That's where the crafting station comes in. By simply heading home, heading into place object mode, we can go straight to our furniture and see that we have our basic crafting station. Now, if you look down in the bottom corner, it says item count. We have 30 out of 50 here. Luckily, I don't have all of my plants going right now, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do this. So now this is the basic crafting station. There is other crafting stations that will allow you to do more things. The basic crafting table will allow you to make hats, robes, shoes, weapons, themes, amulets, rings, decks, and mounts. But there is other crafting stations that can craft like jewels and things like that. So let's make this up. Okay, we have our thing going, and if we head over here, I'm probably gonna miss. I'm gonna miss it. There we go. Our time slot is showing that we have 20 seconds left on the clock, and if we try to do this, nope, it's waiting on cooldown. And timer's actually showing right here too. So we just gotta wait 12 more seconds, and we'll be able to craft another one. And create our last one. There we go. Now, we did lose our crafting slot again, but our items are both made, and we can go turn these in. Now, these are really good thing. Like, this is a basic item. Like, the one I'm currently wearing right now is stronger because it's giving me more mana, and it's actually giving me health as well. But eventually we can actually get crafting recipes for other gear that's way better for at least the early games. So it's something to look into, and that's kind of why you want to craft these things. We now just became a novice crafter, and like she just said, as you level up, you're unlocking bigger and better crafting recipes. Now, Eudora is a novice crafter, and here's some of the items that she sells. She sells quite a few themes, rings, housing items like the tapestries, which these are actually pretty cool. These are basically teleports that you can keep inside your house, and if you ever want to just quickly teleport to one of these locations, you can go there. Another thing you can get from her is the transmutate, which we talk about in my reagents video, but basically you could take your reagents and transmute them into other items that are a little harder and rarer to find. So like these acorns here, if we could take 15 mistwood, which I have 90 of, and get 1 acorn out of it. Same for blood moss, frosted flax, leather, and mandrake. Now, unlike cantrips, monstrology, fishing, or gardening, crafting doesn't have a level you need to start, and it also doesn't give you experience. What it does give you is badges. So by completing the quests that are given, which are real easy, simple tasks, like crafting those 2 swords, you're going to be leveling up your knowledge in crafting. So there's no real grind in just planting a bunch of seeds. No, you go there, you complete the quest, and now you have learned the knowledge of that teacher and you become what they are. So just like that, we have learned the basics of crafting. But I want to show you one last thing before we go. The thing I want to show you is here at this housing house. She will actually sell you a bunch of recipes for housing items, which is awesome. But the main thing is this castle. So you can actually get the castle towards apartment for yourself. Now, some of these crafting recipes are quite hard and very grindy to get, but it just opens up a whole new door of possibilities of creating your own specific wizard. There's a bunch of houses that you can actually craft that nobody else will have because you've spent the time to actually get it. You can buy these houses in other worlds like Grizzleheim and stuff like that. So they're pretty awesome. I want to make a video like detailing how to get them. I want to get them myself, so that'll be pretty cool to show you guys because these houses are so unique and these gears that you can actually craft, they're so unique. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of learning how to craft. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in Wiz.